What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis going live on Analysis Playground exclusively on YouTube. On there, we're going to talk about how the Minnesota Timberwolves manhandled the Memphis Grizzlies today. They beat them 141 to 125. Memphis actually won the season series because they won the 2 games before this one, and this was the last time they played. So at least Minnesota showed that they can play on a level and they can beat them. Ja Morant was healthy. Obviously, Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson played too. No Jalen Wells as he ended up hurting his wrist and he's out for the rest of the season. But other than that, both teams brought it and they was ready to go out against each other. The Timberwolves are 47 and 33 and 24 and 17 on the road. And Memphis is also 47 and 33 and they're 25 and 15 at home. Um, Other than that, Memphis ended up losing the first quarter 37 to 31. They ended up winning the second quarter 41 to 30. Minnesota had a huge third quarter with 52 to 25 advantage by the end of it. And Memphis just couldn't make up that ground by the end of the game, even though they won the fourth quarter 28 to 22. But Minnesota, let's talk about them first. Julius Randle really had the mid range going. And if you had a mid range going, might as well try some threes too. He didn't attempt no free throws, but he was 5 of 10 from 3 and 13 of 22 from the field. He ended up getting 31 and 10 because he ended up having 10 rebounds, one of them being offensive with 5 assists and a steal, 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 18 and plus minus. Jaden McDaniels was 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 5 rebounds, one of them being offensive with an assist and a steal with 2 turnovers and 3 personal fouls. He ended up being a plus 10 and plus minus and had 10 points, which shows you they had a really good game, especially defensively. And he also hit a couple threes, which was much needed. Rudy Gobert got his double figure points with 13. He was 5 of 5 from the field, just got blank dunks. Like he was so wide open, or he had a good attempt that he can just go straight up and dunk it. That's mainly what you want Gobert to do. And you don't want him doing anything else really offensively because he can turn the ball over or make mistakes or get a little bit too confident to where it turns into something for the opponent to take advantage of. But he didn't do none of that tonight, which was good to see. He was 3 or 4 from the free throw line. He did have 8 rebounds, 4 assists, a turnover, and 3 personal fouls, and a plus 17 and plus minus. Mike Conley took 7 shots, only made 2 of them, and went 0 of 4 from 3. But where he scored the most of his points was also at the free throw line, where he was 4 of 4 there tonight. He also had 2 rebounds, one of them being offensive with 9 assists, a steal, a block, 2 turnovers, and 5 personal fouls. He finished as a plus 29, which led the entire team. He ended up having 8 points. And Anthony Edwards, they won this game because he was just really good offensively and basically unstoppable. He was 13 to 19 from the field, 7 of 11 from 3, 11 to 13 from the free throw line. He ended up having 5 rebounds, one of them being offensive with 3 assists, a steal, a block, 5 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 15 and plus minus. The man just was on the scoring rampage throughout the entire game, and he just was able to put a stamp on this game, and Memphis just didn't have nobody for him. And then, like, Anthony Edwards is tough. He's just so big and so strong for the position, and then the fact that he can also shoot the 3. So you got to make sure you don't give him too much space, but you also want to give him, the ability to drive a little bit so that way you can cut him off and stay in front of him. But he's just so explosive that he can just take that one little step and go right to the rim and make a layup or a dunk, or even just find somebody cutting or find somebody that can hit a 3. And if he's not doing that, he's just knocking down the 3 in general or getting to the free throw line. It just puts, the defense in tough positions. Josh might not play 1 minute. He didn't do anything but be a plus 2 and plus minus. Leonard Miller made 1 shot and he only attempted 1. And he didn't finish with 2 points and was a plus 2 and plus minus. Nas Reed was 4 of 13 from the field, took the most shots off the bench, for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was 1 of 5 from three, also, and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He did get 6 rebounds, also, with 3 of them being offensive with assists, 2 turnovers, and 5 personal fouls. He's a -7 in plus minus. Dante DiVincenzo, 3 of 5 from the field. It was all 3 points that he attempted. He had no free throw attempts. He did get 4 assists, a steal, a block, and 2 turnovers with 3 personal fouls. He was a -7 plus minus. He ended up having 9 points. The Kale got in double figures, 2, where he shot 3 of 8 from the field and 2 of 5 from three, with 2 of 2 shooting from the free throw line. He did have 5 boards, and one of them being offensive with 2 assists and a steal and a personal foul. He had 10 points. Jalen Clark, 3 minutes. He was a +7 and plus minus. And Rob Dillingham played 1 minute. He was a +2 and plus minus. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision, although they was healthy. They did shoot 48 of 87, 55% from the field, and 20 of 44, 45% from three, 25 of 28, 89% from the free throw line, 41 rebounds, 29 assists, 6 steals, 3 blocks, 16 turnovers, and 25 personal fouls. And then the Memphis Grizzlies, they basically emptied the bench because they knew this game was over. They conceded. So Jaren Jackson was 8 of 18 from the field and 4 of 7 from three, and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He stayed in there late and kept making shots and did it throughout the entire game. You love what you're seeing from him offensively. But the problem was he only got 1 rebound, and even though it was offensive, that was it for him tonight. He also had 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 turnovers. He also had 5 personal fouls. He was a -13 and plus minus. He finished with 23 points. Zach Edey, 30 minutes, 2 of 4 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 4 of them being offensive, 1 block, 1 turnover, 4 personal fouls. He's a -3 and plus minus. He only has 7 points. For him to be so big and so strong and only attempt 4 shots, that's a problem. But I did like the fact that he got his offensive rebounds, and he did rebound really good in the 30 minutes that he played. Ja Morant, 13 to 27. He was 5 of 13 from three. They was giving it to him, and he kept finding a way to be open. He actually had it going tonight from three. This was a decent performance for him. He also was 5 of 7 from the free throw line. He had 6 assists, 1 offensive rebound, and that was all his rebounds for tonight with a steal. But he did also have 5 turnovers and 3 personal fouls in 36 minutes. He was a -3 and plus minus. He had 36 points. And then Desmond Bane just had it going from three, where he finished 6 of 10. And a lot of his shots was open, also basically practice shots. He was able to knock those down, but he did get to the basket a whole lot too. And he finished 11 of 18 from the field. He did have 6 rebounds and 9 assists with a steal and a block, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, -14 and plus minus. He had 28 points. I like the fact that he pushed the pace and put a lot of pressure on the defense to make decisions. And if they made the wrong one, he just was able to torture them a little bit. And that's good as an offensive player. You want them to pick their poison as much as they can, especially if you know what you're doing and reading the defense the right way. You can always make a great play for yourself or for others, and he did that tonight. Vince Williams Jr., 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, a -12 and plus minus. He had 5 points. Marvin Bagley, 1 minute. He had 1 personal foul. He was a -2 and plus minus. Santiago Dama, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, -13 and plus minus. He had 5 points. Lamar Stevens, 4 minutes. He had 3 rebounds, a -7 and plus minus. GG Jackson, 101 from the field, 1 rebound, -2 and plus minus with 2 points. Jay Huff, 1 minute. He missed a shot, which was a 3. That was it for his attempts. No free throws either. He was a -2 and plus minus. John Concar was 101 from the field. It was a 3 that he took. 2 rebounds, 3 points, -3 and plus minus for him. Scottie Pippen Jr. did the best off the bench tonight. He was 6 of 11 from the field, was efficient, and also was 4 of 7 from the free throw line. You would like to do better from there, though. He did have 4 assists and 3 rebounds, 2 of them being offensive with a steal, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, -2 and plus minus. He was only guy to get in double figures in any statistical category with 16. Cam Spencer played 1 minute. He didn't do anything but be a -2 and plus minus. And Yuki played 1 minute. Also, he was a -2 and plus minus. And Luke Kennard didn't play, coach's decision. 46 of 89, 51% from the field, 18 of 36, 50% from three, 15 to 21, 71% from the free throw line, 33 rebounds, 26 assists, 5 steals, 2 blocks, 15 turnovers, and 22 personal fouls. And Ja Morant was second in scoring, and Anthony Edwards led everybody in scoring tonight for either team with those 44 points. I know he's going to be ecstatic and happy because he really wanted to win this game, and he played like a superstar should, and he was able to put that lead on them and keep them ahead throughout the entire game. I know people say, well, they could have did that against the Bucks, and the Bucks came back and beat them. Well, they played a little bit better, and they was able to execute a little bit better, and they was able to make the shots when it mattered. And this is just a totally different game and a totally different situation. But they was up, and they just had to find a way to close it out. And they did that, and they did it in dominant fashion. So if you're a Timberwolves fan, you should be happy. If you're a Memphis fan, you should be mad and say, yeah, we won the season series, but, it'd be a tough series if both of these teams matched up against each other, especially the way the Grizzlies been playing lately. And Minnesota, they've been off and on a lot throughout the season too. They've been a great team, but they haven't been like a championship caliber team anymore. And you can even say last year, if they was a championship team, did people really believe they can win a championship last year? Probably not, but they did the best they could with what they had, and that's all you can do for any team, any organization. And that's why they got a lot of respect, because their leader is playing some spectacular basketball, on both ends of the court, and the team is starting to see it and loving it, and they're gelling more, they talking more, they liking each other more. And we're going to see what this roster looks like in the future, because we know for sure Anthony Edwards can be that guy if he can stay healthy. You can say the same thing about Ja Morant. Desmond Bane has been a great complementary player for him, and so has Jaren Jackson. They big three makes sense. They play well off of each other. They play well together. Those other pieces is going to be interchangeable as long as they stay together. But the problem with the Grizzlies is they really a championship contender. They got their big three, and it still doesn't look like it's enough. And they added 2 good rookies, and that still hasn't been enough. And John Moran is still missing way too many games. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation videos just like this about various NBA only topics. I also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do mock draft and draft coverage. If you love that type of stuff, this is the channel for you to check out. And I have 3,000 plus videos already on my channel that can possibly convince you to be a fan or a subscriber of me in this channel. And if you want to see some other things I like to do besides make basketball only videos, my social media is on my channel. Also, my emails on my channel. If you don't want to leave a comment or you don't want to do it on social media, you can message me on my email and I will get back to you for most likely. Other than that, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for enjoying my content. Thank y'all for appreciating my content for what it is and loving it, and continuing to come back to check it out and spend time with me as much as you guys can throughout the year, throughout the months, throughout the days that we still living on earth. Other than that, hope you guys are blessed and having a good day. And hopefully you guys can continue to grind and stay positive and stay focused on more goals and set new goals so you can have something to look forward to. Don't forget to have a little bit of fun in there with some rest, and then you should be straight. And all I can ask you guys is to have a blessed day. And thank y'all for watching and checking out the channel. Other than that, I'm going for now. See you guys later today with more analysis, hopefully. Hopefully.